Okay, now I'm going to show you how to use Assemble Desktop to do takeoff for like concrete. So all I got to do is come up here and just select the structural view. And that'll bring up all the objects here. So we're going to look first under the structural foundations. And if I want to see what the structural foundations, then it says foundation wall, something other, so we can make that a little wider. And then it says like FC2, FS. So the FCs are probably my footings continuous. FS are the spread footings. And then these slab foundations are probably like mat footings. So to verify that, I can just come here and put a couple check marks in, and we'll zoom in. Yep, those are my continuous footings, so I'm going to uncheck those. Now we'll look at some of the spread footings. Yep, those are the spread footings there. To verify the mat footings, I can just click here and it will show me where the mat footings are, so that's pretty good. Okay, what else do we need to look at? Concrete walls. That's probably going to be down here under walls. And whenever you see the CW, that usually stands for concrete wall, and the MW is for masonry wall. So I'll put a check mark in a couple of these, and then just kind of zoom in, see what they look like. Yeah, so they're on top of the footing, so those would be my foundation walls. So let's go take off a couple of the spread footings here. Let's expand that out. Click on one of these, right click and show my properties over here. Now the information that I need to send over to Bridge is going to be my type, length, width, and right here it says foundation thickness. So that's good that it knows that. If they're not selected, feel free just to click on one and then just come down here and just click on the ones that you need. And then you can right click on it and say save the mapping, and that's ready to go to Bridge, and hopefully it'll be there for the future. Okay, so now in Bridge I need to switch to assembly takeoff, and I'm going to expand out the footings. And let's see, these were continuous footings, so I'm going to just take and drag this one over here to continuous footings. Okay, from here I can map the length to length, the width to width, the depth to depth. When I do that, it then is going to ask what the concrete PSI is. So I can come here and I am going to go to the desktop, go to CFM 411, go to projects, go to Office 3, go to the plans. Now this will be in your F drive rather than your desktop, but that's just where mine's located. I'm going to open the core and shell plans, and then say no there. And then I've looked here before, and so that's why mine automatically goes there, but you'll notice it's on page 76 of 158. If you don't see that, I believe we can come to view, then go to interface, and I believe it's the navigation bar, yeah. So you can turn on the navigation bar so you can see this, so you can know which page to go to. And I believe I can just come right here, and if I just type 76, will that take me to page 76? Yeah, it takes you to page 76. Now if you want to make it so it's better for the long term, easier to find, sometimes you can come over here and click on the bookmarks, and you can see right down here I made another bookmark. So I came up here and hit add. I added a new bookmark on this page so I know where the footing foundation plan was, so it's just quicker and easier to grab. Anyway, we look here and the exterior footings are at 4,000 psi. So I know to come back into Bridge now and enter 4,000 psi. Include rebar, no. Number of steps, there's no steps here. If you want to pump it, you can pump it. If you don't, that's okay. You get to decide that. And then I am going to take the type, and I'm going to bring it down here and put it on. I can either put it in location, or maybe if I put it under mark, that would be better. So let me move over to mark. That way I'm consistent with where I'm dropping stuff. And then for the level here, this is all below grade. So I'm going to right click on floor and hit fill all. And then I can just type level 0. And that will keep consistent with how I've been naming in the architectural drawings for the floors. Make sure that is going to generate my pass. I'll hold down the control key, hit the plus, change this to automatic, fully automatic, and hit send. So now I've taught it how to do this group of footings. So let's go teach you how to do one more group of footings here. So, oh, there's just one there, so we can just do that later. I'll just skip that one and come down to this one. So right here, I'm going to right click over here, hit show properties. The mappings are good, so then I can take this over and drag and drop it onto continuous footings. And then again, I need to teach it where everything goes, so put my length into length again, width, thickness, PSI is still that, and the type name I'll put down here on the mark. Gonna make that fully automatic and generate my pass there, then send that to Sage. So now I've got this next group. Okay, now when I go to automatic mode, notice I'm not seeing anything, but if I put a check mark here in Assemblies, then my assemblies will show up. And then I can hit send to Sage, basically submit fully automatic, hit enter, and those objects will then be transferred over to the estimate. If I wanted to go back in my views back here to my architectural TI takeoffs again, I can just click on that, and it'll take just a minute here to load. Extend out the walls here, expand out the eaves. Now, I've already taken these E-walls off, I believe, but since I've been working in a different view, it's kind of forgotten what's been taken off. So if I want to refresh this, I can go right here to File, History, and then say Refresh the Accounts. And I would give it a second, and it's going to come, and then it'll put the symbol back so you know that these have been taken off. And that's how you can distinguish between the walls that have been taken off and those who haven't, as you're switching between views, as you're doing the takeoffs for the final project for Office 3. Click OK here. And now you can see all those symbols are back. If you have any questions, just send me an email. Thanks.